Around these videos, there we go. This is Cody Gabehart here up at Louisville's regionals, and he talked with Trickstars. Cody, how about you tell us about your deck?
It's pretty standard. Of course, 3 Candinas. Searches any Trickstar card. Pretty self-explanatory. 3 Lycris, just to return Candina back to hand, keep recycling your engine, burns for draw, burns for spell and trap, good stuff. 1 Lily Bell. Card just won me a lot of games today. I've tried it at 2. It's not bad. 1's been fine, but 2's not bad either, if you ever wanted to go that route. Hand traps, that's it for Trickstar monsters. Hand traps, I just went 3 draw and lock birds, just to stop turns. And of course for the draw and lock combo. 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits. Best hand trap in the game right now, I think. Popping field spells, monsters all day long. We got 3 Honest.
With them ghost rares?
Yeah, those are actually new.
Nice.
Just to help, Trickstars don't have a lot of attack power, so I mean everybody knows what Honest does. Discard attacks over your opponent or when they attack into you. 1 Lonely Effect Veiler, loved it at 1, played it at 2 before. Added a lot of stuff, don't really have the room for it, but 1 definitely won me a lot of games. And 2 Eater of Millions. A lot of people do 3. I'm doing 2. Didn't need any more all day long, so couldn't be happier. Spells. Of course, 3 lot stage. Activate it, search a Trickstar monster. If you don't have Candina, get Candina. Search another Trickstar card. Just build your hand up from nothing. 3 Terraformings. Double up your field spell power, of course. 2 Cyclones. Back row removal. 1 to banish, especially in today's format. Hit those Dracos. 2 Scapegoats. Again, a lot of people play 3. Only needed 2. Hate opening a turn or game with 2 in hand. Just kills me. 2 was perfect. 1 Dark Hole and 1 Raigeki for board wipe. And that's it for spells. Then moving on to the traps. Of course, we run the 3 Reincarnations. Just banishes your opponent's hand. They add a new one. You can do a combo with draw and lock to where they have no hand. Most people know about it by now.
Do you think it's going to get hit during the next ban list?
No. This is actually one of the most original cards in the deck. A lot of people have learned that Trickstar is a long time stun. Not really a long time, but it's a stun deck and a burn, but a slow one. Like if you try over burning and just OTKing, it won't work out well. So that being said, you have to play the best stun card in the game, which is Wabaku. No battle damage. My Trickstar monsters don't get destroyed. Scapegoats don't get destroyed. If I want to wait till end phase, have nothing on the board, and Scapegoat face down, I literally just activate this, end phase Scapegoat, took no damage. Saves your Trickstar monsters. It's just amazing. Definitely recommend trying it. I know some people.
How many games would you say it won you?
Honestly, this probably won me at least 4 single games. And like, if I opened up with a semi-brick hand, it just gave me that 1 extra turn to where I just got to build it up and go for it.
And you went X2, right?
X2. I only lost 2 games, and 1 was just a brick, and it happens to everybody. For the rest of the traps and the rest of the deck, just a little solemn package. Judgment, Warning, Strike. I do have the other 2 strikes in the side deck, and if I'm going first, I'll put them in. I trade out 1 or 2 Wabakus sometimes, just depending on what deck I'm going against. But the Eater of Millions comes out sometimes. It goes down to 1. Scapegoat goes down to 1. Just depends on what my opponent's playing. But that's pretty much it for the deck. And
what about your extra deck? What we got going on there?
It's not the best yet. I was balling on a budget. I used 1 Holly Angel. Really love this card. It won me a lot of games today, especially with the Wabaku combo. So I could like save my monsters, make them, go into it, build the board back, burn them more, attack over. It just really came into clutch. Protects yours from being destroyed by battle and card effects, so it's like another Wabaku effect for the ones in its link. Of course, your Boar Load. Best card in the extra deck all day long. Just amazing. Won me a lot of games, and just make it from Scapegoat way too easily. Firewall Dragon. Didn't use it once. Hardly ever do. Probably never will. The only time I use it if I Eater of Millions my entire extra deck. I'll leave this just to where Firewall Dragon, didn't really use it all day. There is a combo with a Lily Bell. It's never been necessary. I mean, it's fun when you can pull it off, but I never went for it once. Keep it in there. If I eat her a millions my entire extra deck away just for attack power, I can still make this with Scapegoat without any other link monsters. So it's just a good card to have in there just for 2,500. Gaia Lightning Saber, 3 link monsters, or 3 monsters, 2,600 attack, just to beat Stick and get over some stuff. Or if anybody pops one of my Scapegoats before I get to build with it, just go into it. Underclock Taker, won me a game today. Everybody knows it's a good card, cuts attack down. Trickstar needs it. 2 Mrs. Radiant. Mainly just use 1 for my Borload build, but if you ever get a Crystal Wing, you can double it up. 24, 24, and Crystal Wing becomes a 22 beater with no effect since it's linked. So it's good to run 2, just for that. 2 Link Spiders, also for the Borload build. You just Scapegoat, misses, 2 Link, and then Borload. Now, the next cards I just threw in last minute, Utopia and Utopia Lightning. I actually just had in there in case I ever did a double rank 4 Candino, which I had the possibility to do today. Didn't need to, so I never went into it per se, but it was just there for tight spots. And also, if I'm going against Loud Swarm, I can Winter Cherries it, which probably not going to do it. I handled them fine without it. Phantom Rides to the Break Sword, same thing with Licorice, or Licorice, whatever you want to call it. I just double it up, destroy something on the field. This is my poor man's Electromite. I just Winter Cherries this. That way they couldn't build the Vortex, because it was one of the hardest cards for me to get over. Not really, but I just had it in there for a last minute edition. I never used it once. Honestly, I didn't use Winter Cherries once, so probably not going to use them. But ABCs didn't go against them today. If I did, I definitely would have Winter Cherries them. Don't really have a problem beating them, but definitely don't want to struggle trying or take any risk. And then, of course, Crystal Wing for the same reason, just to have one more out for it. And that's pretty much it for the extra deck. Now we move on to the side. The other 2 strikes, if I'm going first, side them in. Pendulum Magicians, shuts them down. Hit the Electromite, hit the Pin Summon, Invoked, just keep them from adding Invocation to hand, or when they pop the effects, just, I mean, everybody knows how it does. Dimensional Barrier, you stop Pendulums a little more, or Fusions of some sort, XCs, whatever deck you're going against. More anti-Pendulum, because everybody loves them. 1 Spear Mode, had it at 3. Helped some friends out and gave them all mine, and I also added in the Kaiju engine just because it's more applicable to Draco. And this honestly definitely won me Draco games all day long. Not so much the Interrupted, it helped once, but other than that it was literally just Kaijuing over Masterpiece or their Ignis or anything to keep them from searching. The 3 Winter Cherries that I didn't use, and 1 Twin Twister just because I don't have another Cyclone. And I wanted as much back row removal as possible. And that's literally it for the deck.
You got it? You want to say anything else, Cody?
No, I'm good. I just want to go to bed.